Aloha and welcome. I'm Panther, and it's more or less going to be a really short one, and more or less it's just because I'm kind of proud of what I've done. So, if you are not aware of what you're looking at, this is Warframe. More specifically, it is my first attempt at the Steel Path Circuit of Deviri. If all that is Greek to you, don't worry. Some funny stuff is, well, not funny, but kind of big numbers going to be popping up. Um, I want to, for anyone else who actually understands what's going on, I want to point out what I'm dealing with here. I have Titania, which they pronounce differently in this one, Titania or something like that. Um, Either way, Amprix, which is the main weapon, doesn't matter. Kraken, the secondary weapon, which doesn't matter. And the Heat Dagger, which is the melee weapon, which doesn't matter. Um, I have 16 decrees. One of the first ones I got was morale boost. When your health is full, Warframes regenerate 5 energy per second, and the Drifter's transference bar fills 24% more. Drifter doesn't matter because I'm using a whatnot. Stormcaller, 200% magazine capacity. For those of you who understand what I'm doing here, you might be looking at that going, well, that's dumb. It has a point. Um, Irresistible bombardment. Each shot briefly increases the fire rate by 10% cumulatively, which is nasty in and of itself. Deadly momentum. Every second you are moving, gain 10% damage. Stacks up to 100% stacks. Stacks deadly decay when you are stationary. Lusana's suffering. Nearby enemies are affected by cold. I didn't have a choice. The other two were just kind of shitty, so this was at least a way to get my ass out of the fire when I got into fire. Marauder's Nerve. This one's a big one to this. Reduce incoming damage by 3% per decree up to 75%. Which is huge, given the fact that I have at least a 20%. Is it 20 or is it 20 and then a 40? I think it's a 20 and a 40% damage reduction while flying. Drifter ability cooldown reduced by 15%, and Warframes gain a 15 ability efficiency. I already have a 45% ability efficiency without this. I'll explain that whole thing after I've actually finished this run, which I'm pretty close to doing. Blazing Bombardment. Every 5th shot that hits a target launches a fireball, dealing 80% of the weapon's damage as heat damage with the status effect. And here's the reason why the 200% now makes sense. On kill, there's a 10% chance to refill the ammo of whatever weapon you're equipped with. I'm going to gloss over that curse one just for a second. Wormling's Aid. Shots deal an extra hit with 120% corrosive and status damage. Headshots, when I get one, gives a 50% bonus damage for 3 seconds. And then this guy. This is the one that you would normally not think would be so powerful, but it makes this so fucking crazy. Inner Absorption. Sacrifice 50%, basically times 0.5 of your weapon damage to increase your ability strength and power strike damage by 600%. 6 times the amount. Why does that matter? So, Titania here has 4 abilities. All Warframes have 4 abilities. Her first ability levitates people. Second ability slams them with a rune that causes the shadow of them to exist. If she picks up that shadow, depending on which of the buffs that she has cycled upon, she will gain that buff for 2 minutes. It seems you cannot increase how long that lasts. All other buffs you can. That one just seems to stick at 2 minutes, which is fine. It's 2 minutes. And by tapping that one, you switch between the 4 different buffs. The first buff increases your damage reduction by 50%. On top of this, I think it's multiplicative, not additive. So it's like 75%, and then whatever that is gets 50%ed. I don't know. The math is a little weird. But then her third ability, or sorry, the second buff causes enemies to have worse accuracy within a radius around those affected by this buff. That's important. The next one is it increases your companion's damage, health, and armor. Health and armor by 50%, damage by 75%. But I'm in Deviri. I don't have any pets. Incorrect. We'll get to that in a second. The last one is those in radius, while this particular buff is active, have a slow of like 25% of their movement speed. Why put that on? There's a reason, and that comes into the fourth ability, which we'll get to in a second. The third ability is a lifesaver. So the third ability, you peg an enemy and they start floating and become invulnerable. I didn't know what this was at first, but what it does is the following. First off, it takes that enemy out of circulation. They can't be attacked, or they can't be hurt, and they can't do anything. So if they had like a particular thing, like the elite enemies that cause those big status effects or the shields, those won't be active while they're flying. However, you cannot do this on an enemy that has overshield. So you got to take down their overshield before you hit them with this. Second, all around them within a radius, which can be increased, deals heat damage, which is an ability. So that's getting the 6 times. That's nice, but that's not the thing that saves your ass. The thing that saves your ass is while it's out there, all enemies are considered moths, and that's the light source. They will just aim and go after that no matter what you're doing. That saved me a couple of times. I have not died yet. I have triggered the Deviri, you would have died here, but instead you get hit back to 20% of your health, and you have some momentary invulnerability. I hit that once, and have since degraded so I could get it hit again without dying fully. But the fourth ability, she turns into a small little thing and basically starts flying as if she was in her, I want to say railjack. That's not it. The flying equivalency of it. She gets equipped with her personal weapons of melee and sidearm. She has no primary in this form, so that's a little annoying, I would think, until I started doing this. So her sidearms are battery operated. Basically, they have a charge of 60, and when they hit 0, after I think it's like 0.2 seconds, they'll just start recharging. This doesn't increase in time with how much it has. It just is that. It'll take that long regardless. The weapon deals slashing damage, and that is super important to understand. It is also not a weapon. While in this form, that weapon is considered an ability, so it gets the 6 times buff. Let's have some fun.
Do not relent. The battle has barely begun.
Just in case it gets too loud. So why am I doing that while I'm flying and not near a lot of enemies? Every one of those will spawn a new Razorfly. Razorflies are how this form changes from, okay, that's pretty cool, to goddamn, that's broken. Razorflies are companions. So they get the 50% increase on health and armor and the 75% increase on damage. They're also an ability, so they get a 6 times bonus on that as well. On top of that, they have a higher aggro than I do. So while they're out, guess what? They're the target. These guys are level 400 something. Oh, sorry, 600.
Your scarred vessel comes to beg once more. You will never fly the Yanis.
Whoops. I forgot to mention something. So, Titania's first ability, the one that levitates enemies and whatnot, it also does a secondary thing. Any allies around the area that's affected get all their status effects cleansed, and they gain immunity to status effects for, I think it's like 10 seconds or so. Oh. Where the fuck did I get that from? Alright, whatever. Here's the thing, though. I thought you couldn't get that benefit unless you hit someone. No, if you hold that ability, Titania can cast it on herself. She doesn't cause any enemies to levitate, but she does cleanse all status effects on her and is immune to status effects for like a few seconds.
From the clutches of its rightful owner, I, Captain War, have ascended, and the void salutes me. You will die.
Shut up.
Little by little, the madness of the
You know what? Let's go for this, because I don't have to kill anybody here.
Will you lay your sword aside and rest?
Yes.
Fight on.
Okay.
The paradox has drawn void angels
Yoink.
to besiege the Undercroft. Undo what their claws
Yoink.
have done. Or Duviri may fall to something worse, even than Thrax. The void can heal as well as harm. Gather the floating spheres and take them to the ruptures.
Big Sphere, where are you? There you are. You are not faster than me. And no, I don't have the decree that increases your movement speed. I was scared to grab that with this build. Oh, there it is. Can't touch me. Do 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 do. Yes. Which makes the ability go down even slower. I'll explain my build after I get out of this. I'm pretty sure this is going to be stupid dangerous for me to do, but whatever. If it bites me, it bites me. Okay, cool. $991.
If the void angels break through the wall, their master will be free.
Fuck.
Do not allow that to happen.
Dead.
On. Close the ruptures as you would staunch the wounds of a comrade.
I have heard that line so goddamn much. Now you might be wondering, wait, I thought you said this is the first time you did this. This is the first time I'm doing the Steel Path version of this. I have done Duviri for quite a while now, because every time I need to increase my my focus points, which is for the operator. I'll explain that in a moment.
The void angels are unrelenting. is keeping them at
Give me
bay.
help.
Hold
Thank
fast.
you. Wait. Big there. There we are. Ah. Done. Stop that.
The rupture is closed. The paradox stabilizes.
FYI, I believe this is 3 after the assassin. So like, not wave. I don't know what they would call it. Round? Maybe round. Round 6 of this. No, 7. It would have to be 7 at this point. Awesome. No.
The breach has been sealed. Excellent work.
Bye. Depending on what the next one is, I might try for that one too. Oh, oh,
The enemy has
oh.
been held at bay.
Defense. You know what? I'll give that a shot.
Congratulations are in order. It is my
Yes.
to make extraordinary demands of exceptional people. Many defensive battles within the Origin system.
It didn't
were
like me
lost.
doing that.
Through the paradox, you now have the chance to undo those defeats.
All right. 1. Do. It's almost like find the hidden item. There are 3 in the circuit. There's always 3. Yep. Generally, when I can't find one, there's one tucked away over there. But there's 3 fragments that make up a decree. And there it is. I would like this more. Getting more power is not something I really need right now. I would like them to drop more orbs.
Prepare yourself. A fresh wave approaches.
I would like you to be my scapegoat. And over here, why don't you be my scapegoat? Oh. Someone hit me with fire in an area effects manner. Okay. No. You're not gonna build up and deal damage and that shit. No. You stay there. Stop twerking over there. You could stay there. If the next one is survival or alchemy, I won't be able to do that. My little razor flies. Oh, hi. Thank you. Ooh.
Enemy musters for a fresh assault.
This might have been a bad idea.
The line.
I need to make sure to keep these up a lot more. Nope. No fire on me. There's a lot of elites out here. Where's the green one? There you are. Get away from it. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, that one knocked me into the thing. That's bad. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. I'm done pushing my luck. Already gone way past any time that I've done before. That's why I'm doing this recording. Stop that.
Resolve is being tested.
I guess I should have waited and let the cradle heal.
The enemy musters for a fresh assault. Hold the line.
Stop it. Come on. Aw. That's bad. Oh shit.
Like ashes.
Oh god, that was so close. Ooh. You know what? Sure.
Scattered to the void. Leave now or later. But leave you must.
There.
For the Undercroft is inexhaustible.
This is the first time I've fought this guy twice in a single run.
The Jackal. A graceless machine with no business here.
I wouldn't call it
Dispatches
graceless,
and
dude.
move on.
Like, have you seen the Grenier machines, my dude?
Avoid the beams.
Whoop. Grabbing that. Going under here. I don't care about that. Sure. I'm not going to do the speed buff. That's insane with this one. She's already so fast like this.
The body is well armored. The limbs less so.
Whoop. Let's wait for the shields to get back all the way. Oh man, that tower sure taking a punishment.
Do not hesitate
Awesome.
to attack when an opening presents itself.
I have to do this because you can't do the assassination while in
You
the...
can attack later.
I hate that he keeps doing that even though.
Strike while it's down.
That confused me for so long. You could just do it while he's down. That's, or while he's floating.
Where it has fled to.
She transforms faster while flying,
It has support.
so doing it on the ground takes longer than jumping and doing it. You. Thank you. The little razor wings actually pick up the buffs for you while you're in this state. Goodbye, green. Woo! Unlike the first time you face him, there's a lot of terrain that you could just avoid all his bullshit on. That's why I'm like, maybe I could do this one more time.
Seek out what protects it.
Well, you're behind the shield. Oh, you left the shield, did you? Bad idea. I'm guessing the missile strike thing happens because I knock him into this form, or this phase, as he's starting the attack. But done.
Skill has triumphed over mere machinery. You have done well.
Awesome. Oh, absolutely not.
One pebble at a time, you will lift entire mountains.
Another job well executed.
I don't even have anything on that actually gives me that. That was all just from the creatures. 1,720 current circuit progress. All right. Let me explain what was going on. So I have on Titania by herself. Okay, no, it was 20. So I got this, which increases her shield and shield capacity and blah blah blah. Also reduces damage done by 20% when airborne, which she is always airborne while she's in that form. I haven't leveled this up yet, or this, but this is why I wanted the health pickup, because now the health gives me that. And this makes my fourth ability 90% stronger. And her fourth ability is the Razor Wing, which adds to the melee and ranged ability. Here's the melee.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and
cut down the...
and make the Lotus proud.
Cool. Stance. Shrink down and take flight while Razor Flies attack nearby enemies and amplify damage they take. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Every time someone is being pestered by the little Razor Flies, it's actually doing more damage to them. There's a couple of things I would like to put on this, but something to note from what I'm to understand, the set bonus of this does not actually work. But I have this guy with the same set bonus, so. And then here's the nastiness. I don't have this maxed out yet, and I could. But then you've got this, which I can max that out too. I'm not going to. Can I? Yeah, you can even polarize this, which is fucking wild. Now, hold on. There was something activating. No, it wasn't there. Not you. I'm trying to work this up just so I can get mastery points off of it. It's so... I don't like sniper rifles in this particular game. Alright, I don't understand why that's happening, but whatever. So yeah, how I was managing to do this was this guy and Arcane Blessing. 8 max health on a health pickup. So every time I pick up health, I get that time up to a maximum of times 50. That's one of the reasons why I was like, oh shit, that's gonna suck that I... So you might be wondering, why don't I just stat for health? Because she's got nothing for armor. Like, absolutely dick all. But the shields aren't affected by armor, so just go into shields. Hence the reason why fast deflection. Yeah, it is it has been a very wild trip. And this is also a passive thing that's been keeping me alive. Also, this does technically work for the thing, but it's more or less because I don't have anything else to use. So, that's that. So I expected this to be a short one-off to show you guys something I was proud of doing. Oh, right. I should actually... my equipment list isn't particularly high, so...
I'll take that. Thank you. Somebody plant a flag.
I'll get to you in time, whatever. Just to show that I wasn't lying. Earned 1, 2, 3, 4. That was my first run. A little bit more and I can get this, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to be that big of an issue. Oberon is one of the strong ones I have, so that's not going to be that big of a thing. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. I went out of my way to get Titania here, and I am thoroughly enjoying playing as her. I hope you all have enjoyed. Don't expect too much more Warframe content, even though there were story bits in this that I kind of wish I had recorded because they were so fucking fun to play and good. This has just been my way to not lose my goddamn mind. So anyway, I will catch you all in the next episode. Or, not next episode. Next game. Whatever that one may be. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.